What if the person you look down on today holds the key to your survival tomorrow? This is the story of a traveler, a fisherman, and a lesson that will change the way you see others forever. There was once a wealthy traveler who had seen the world. He had visited the grandest cities, stayed in the finest hotels, and experienced the best life had to offer. One day, his journey brought him to a small coastal village. His next destination was across the bay, and the only way to get there was by a small fishing boat. The traveler, dressed in a fine suit and carrying an air of superiority, approached the fisherman who owned the boat. The fisherman was a simple man, his hands rough from years of hard work, his clothes worn but clean. He greeted the traveler with a warm smile and said, "I can take you across. The waters are calm today." The traveler nodded, barely acknowledging the fisherman's kindness, and stepped into the small boat. As they set off, the traveler leaned back, looking at the horizon, and decided to strike up a conversation. "Tell me," the traveler said, "have you ever left this village? Have you ever seen the world?" The fisherman shook his head. "No, sir. My life has been spent here, fishing and ferrying people across the bay. This is my home." The traveler smirked. "You've never seen the world, never experienced the wonders of the city. What a waste of a life. You've spent all your years in this tiny village, doing the same thing every day. Don't you want more?" The fisherman paused for a moment, then replied softly, "I've never thought of it that way, sir. My work provides for my family, and I find peace in the waters." The traveler chuckled, shaking his head. "Peace? That's just an excuse for not dreaming big. You've wasted your potential." The fisherman didn't respond. He simply kept rowing, his hands steady, his eyes focused on the water. Suddenly, the sky darkened, clouds gathered, and the wind began to howl. The calm waters turned rough, and the small boat rocked violently. The traveler, who had been so confident so far, now clung to the sides of the boat, his face pale with fear. "What's happening?" he shouted. "Are we going to sink?" The fisherman, still calm, replied, "The storm came faster than I expected. But don't worry, I'll do my best to reach our destination safely." The traveler's panic grew as the waves crashed against the boat. "What do you mean, do your best? What if we sink? What do we do then?" The fisherman looked at him and asked, "Sir, do you know how to swim?" The traveler froze. "Swim? No, I don't know how to swim. Why would I need to know that?" The fisherman gave a faint smile. "You've traveled the world, seen its wonders, and mocked my simple life. But here, in this moment, your knowledge means nothing. You don't know how to swim. What kind of life is that?" The traveler was speechless. For the first time, he realized that all his wealth, all his experiences, couldn't help him now. His life was in the hands of the very man he had looked down upon. The fisherman didn't wait for a reply. He leapt into action, using his years of experience to steady the boat and guide it through the storm. The traveler clung to the boat, his heart pounding, as the fisherman's skill and calmness brought them closer to the shore. When they finally reached safety, the traveler, shaken but alive, stepped out of the boat and turned to the fisherman. His voice trembled. "Thank you. You saved my life. I'm sorry for what I said. I judged you without understanding your value." The fisherman smiled, his humility shining through. "It's all right, sir. We all have something to learn from each other." This story reminds us of a powerful truth. Never underestimate anyone by their profession or appearance. Every person you meet has a unique skill, strength, or wisdom that you might not see at first glance. The traveler learned that in the face of life's challenges, it was the fisherman's simple yet essential skill that saved his life. So, the next time you meet someone, don't judge them by their appearance or background. Instead, take a moment to appreciate their journey, their struggles, and their strengths. Because you never know, one day, their skills might be the very thing that saves you. Respect everyone, for every person has a story, a strength, and a purpose.